and we're going to allow you guys to spotlight the work that you're doing in your schools. It doesn't matter where you're from. We want to hear about what's going on in your school. So I want everybody, to be mindful of the fact that we value the things that you all have to share. I want to bring forth my sister, somebody that I've known for a very long time, somebody I've watched grow into one of the most amazing school leaders there is. I want to bring Rochelle Hines up.
Thank you so much, Dennis, for the introduction. And thank you for providing this platform for principals to just get together, to build, to learn, to converse about what's happening in our schools. I really appreciate you. And I just want to say that publicly.
Thank you so much, Ro. Thank you.
So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Rochelle Hines. I've been in the DOE for 16 years. I started out in District 29. Shout out to all my D29 peeps. Then I went to District 17. There I was a data specialist. I then went on to Leadership Academy and landed a position in Harlem as the Director of School Renewal. After that, I then landed a position as an assistant principal in District 19 under the guidance of Dr. Malik Small. And I am now principal. This is year 4 for me. So that's just a brief introduction as to who I am. And I'm going to turn it over to Principal Forrester so she can give her introduction as well.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Dennis, for having me here today. Now you guys know I don't talk much, so I'm a little bit nervous, but bear with me. I'm so grateful, and I share in Rochelle's sentiments. I'm so glad that you have decided to create this OSG platform. I know you and I have been talking about it for a long time prior to you actually starting it, but every single week, although I'm quiet, I'm soaking in so much information, and I'm always walking away with gems and thinking about how I can implement them in my school practice. So I'll introduce myself, a little bit about me. I always knew I wanted to be an educator from middle school. And so went to college directly to be a teacher, graduated at 22, started teaching in Coney Island at PS 329, the Surfside School. From there, I went on to PS 40, South Jamaica, Queens. So shout out to anybody from South Jamaica, District 28. And then I ended up in the LEAP program, which is similar to Leadership Academy. And while actually in LEAP, within the first 4 weeks of LEAP, we have like random interviews from superintendents, and in comes Dr. Digovaya Mori, who came in a few weeks ago. And she interviewed me in the middle of LEAP and offered me a position as an assistant principal, which I'm so grateful for. From there, I was voluntold that I'm going to become a principal. I'm now in my 3rd year. And even though it's been 3 years, I still feel very new to the position. First year, went off on maternity leave, came back. 2nd year, thought I was going in with a bang. COVID hit. And here we are in year 3. But again, thank you, Dennis, for this platform. And I want to say to all the principals that are on the call and just the leaders, thank you so much.
Go ahead, Fia.
So I'd already sent part of this text to, I think, direct message Rochelle already. And I was waiting for Marissa. So I was going to share directly with both of them. But what I sent Dennis is, this is dope. I feel like they're my little sisters. And I'm watching them all grown up and showing their gifts. And I just met them in March, but I'm so proud. Like, I feel like I was sitting next to y'all giving you observation feedback or something 10 years ago. And now y'all are principals out here winning. And most importantly, being generous with your gifts. Because people get real funny and territorial. Like if they are winning and succeeding for children, they don't want to share with their colleagues. But if you're winning and you share what you're doing well and I implement it, then we win for children together. And we spread the love and we spread the benefit for our babies. So I'm so proud. Like, dope work. Keep it up and be innovative, be bold, and carve your own path and do it your way, and then showcase it. And when you're winning, people will say thank you. They won't ask you questions.
Thank you, Fia. Can I share something with you?
Please.
I want to say that Principal Forrester and I talk about you like every day. We absolutely love you. We love your spirit. We love your transparency. We love your honesty. Like, you are God sent. And I thank God for OSG. I didn't want to
Me
cry today,
too.
Dennis, but so much for you. Thank you.
But I just want to say, Fia, like you, without you even knowing, like you've touched us in so many ways and make us, you know, want to be better leaders. And you're just so inspirational. So thank you for being here and pouring into us. Thank you.
It didn't take me that long to be here to know that there's crazy magic, there's power, there's intelligence beyond measure within OSG. It's the only reason why I've continued to come back. But now it's like, all right, what we doing? You know, what we doing? We've built more than a family here. We've built an empire. And in Dame's words, what we doing? Like, this is the empire. Now what? You're always on my back, right? About who knows about what's on April Leong's wall. Who knows what April Leong is doing? There are principles that can benefit. Well, the entire world can benefit from OSG right now. And there is not a thought left on this table that says it's time to go to the next level. And that's not just with OSG conferencing, but creating an OSG charter system. Let's model what it should look like for the rest of the world, because we have young people all over the world who needs OSG in their lives. Leaders can learn, leaders can push themselves, leaders can desire to be more, want to be more. Principal Hines, Principal Forrester, you are dope beyond measure. Let me tell you something about myself. I never used the word sis or sister much in my entire life. Simone knows that about me. Beyond just being a tomboy by nature, it just wasn't something that, for whatever reason, maybe for hundreds of reasons, it wasn't easy for me. It wasn't natural for me. But since I've been in OSG, using the sister word and meaning it from the bottom of my heart and my soul is new for me, but it's something that I feel like has just always been a part of who I am. And that's because of the love that I found in this space and the connection. So please don't take for granted on any given day, not just how intelligent you are and not just how smart you are in creating data sheets, but in the power of your spirit. And this is for everybody in this room. The power of your spirit and how that power is attracting like-minded people who are here forever. But Dennis, you're gonna have to help us push this out because we're bursting at the seams now, right? We're bursting at the seams. So let's do this. Thank you, and thank you.
When you start talking about data and data collection and proving your outcomes, proving your impact, I've always said that data equals dollars. And I can tell you over probably the last 15 years, I've been able to secure at least $75 million in funding through competitive grant applications, whether it's from the Department of Education, Department of Justice, different places, HUD. But while I am the mayor now, I was formerly the CEO of the YMCA in Yonkers. And I had the opportunity to serve as the third African-American woman in the country to be made a CEO in the YMCA in 165 years of the organization. And so I understand the importance of developing a leadership pipeline. We understand the importance of breaking trails and making ways for people to come. The YMCA is the largest not-for-profit organization in the world. We are the largest not-for-profit organization in this country, but we are the largest not-for-profit organization in the world. The YMCA of Greater New York is a $180 million organization. This is just the YMCAs within New York City. The YMCAs within New York City, and then we have 10,000 locations throughout the country. But some of the programs that I had an opportunity to get certified in, operate and run through my Y time and my Y career is Black and Hispanic Achievers, Youth in Government, our academic enrichment program, college prep and retention, because preparing them for college and keeping them in college are two different things. We need to make sure once we get them in school that we help them stay. Dealing with achievement gap issues, STEM, summer learning loss, educational readiness and engagement. And we were just not talking about academics, but the social and emotional piece and the physical piece that our children need to get ready for school. After school program, the YMCA nationally is the largest childcare and the largest providers of after schools nationally. You know, what we do in the classroom is critical, but we know that the out of school time is just as critical as the in-class time. And so how do you create those programs that we can pitch to the Y, that they can test out and do a demonstration project, and then that we can scale up and offer across the country? And so that is one of the ways that I would like to offer my support to OSG and helping you to get an entree with not only the Y, but even the Boys and Girls Club, because we have national relationships there. And Denzel Washington, who's one of their national spokespeople, is from Mount Vernon, and that's my guy. So, you know, let's start having those conversations.
This is a great group of people to be a part of, and I'm committed to helping you all be your best physically. As a physician, you know, I'm very interested in wellness, not just medication and surgeries, but things that you can do, action steps that you can do to make sure your body is in the best of health. And today, you know, I always got to challenge you. How many hours a day do you think you sit? Well, let me throw out some factoids for you that may challenge the amount of time that you sit and make you choose to change that habit. For every hour you sit, you cut your lifespan down by 22 minutes. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. For every hour you sit, you cut your lifespan down by 22 minutes. People that sit more than 10 hours a day are more likely to have a heart attack than if you sit less than 5 hours a day. Oh, I see some people standing up now. Go ahead, Bishop. Go ahead, Bishop. Make it happen. And those are just the factoids. Let me list off some things that sitting for too long puts you at risk for. You won't be able to take a full deep breath. It puts you at risk for obesity, a bad heart, shortens your lifespan. We just talked about that, affects your brain health, increase your risk for certain cancers. It will undo the exercise that you did, because you can imagine doing 30 to 60 minutes of exercise, then you turn around and sit for 15 hours. What's the point? Might as well not do nothing. Well, no, let me take that back. Do something, but you get what I'm trying to say. It undoes the exercise that you did, puts you at increased risk for diabetes, increased risk for blood clots, back pain, neck, shoulder pain, varicose veins, weak bones, hemorrhoids, and poor posture. So find ways in your day to just stand more.
Wow. So you work with because you were saying something about a principal in Chattanooga.
He gave an incredible address on Dr. King Day, and I wanted to share some of these resources with him. He was a director of special ed in Chattanooga, and he just went back home. So he's in the mountains of Tennessee, but I know he would rock with all of you. And truly, I went out to Akbar School about a year and a half ago and saw some of the incredible things he's doing, and he and I have just stayed in touch a bit, and he invited me on. So I just appreciate you letting me join you all and hear some of the incredible things you're doing.
Mark, thank you for joining us. And Mark said, Mark was worried. He was worried that this was only about principals. No, Mark, this is about any stakeholder who genuinely cares about young people. And so I appreciate you coming through and coming back again. You put in the chat to me. You said, Dennis, I've been looking forward to coming back since last week. So I appreciate you doing that, and continue to spread the word for us, Mark, that, there is a coalition of like-minded individuals that are really about making a change in education. And, we are, despite having over 90 some odd percent of the principals here, being of color, just understand that anybody who generally cares about children have a space on OSG. So please feel free to come back every week and invite others that you think can truly benefit from it.
You got it. I will spread the word. Our approach is all about resilience. That's what we do. And so we want to help anywhere we can. I work a lot with Philly and a number of others. So I will definitely put the word out about the OSG. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Mr. Mark Merrill.
I told Dennis I'll definitely be back. I'm a man of my word. And this has been amazing, man. I've just, been sitting back, just listening to literally love. I've never seen a group of people that are willing to give their all and not hold on to it just to save a certain culture, right? OSG has already changed my life, right? And let me tell you why. Me running for the office of the Brooklyn Borough presidency of over 2.6 million people, right? It needs to be structure at the head, right? It needs to be structure, right? And I want to say publicly to each and every one of you that I need OSG to be the structure for the principals in Brooklyn, the foundation, right? I need this. I need people like you to create this chemistry that Brooklyn needs, right? And when I spoke to Lakeisha, she started to talk to me about solution. So I looked up the word solution and it brought me to chemistry. And this is what you've spoken about, Principal Forrester. Oh my goodness, amazing. And when I started to look at chemistry, chemistry is the scientific discipline, which involves elements, compounds. Elements are purity, right? Compounds, their composition, structure, properties, and behavior, right? They change by the reaction of a community, right? Chemistry is so important, right? But in order to have chemistry, you have to have a mixture of people that you don't take away from their identity. And this is what you guys express.
Marissa and Roro that really gave him the energy and the power and the vision to turn this from, we always talk about vision boards, but he turned it from a vision board to an action board. And this is the action board. So I'm so proud of y'all that y'all taking y'all visions, because they are so brilliant. Like I've got a chance to talk with them. I've hung with them. We laughed a little bit, joked a little bit, but they are incredible. So if this is the start of something incredible, please, by all means, my sisters, you go out and do your thing. And you got look at the group. You're knocking everybody down. You guys, this is what we need. We need continuous power and all the things that you guys are doing, because if, like D always say, no lays and we, no. Rochelle and Marissa are the pillars of OSG. They were the ones that really gave Dennis the go ahead. Yo, go get this, go get it popping. And from there, we just went and did it. So I'm so proud of y'all, man. Salute to my sisters. Anything you need from the kid, I'm there for you. You know that. Salute.
And y'all were absolutely amazing, y'all.
Hey!